What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another Riding Dad channel video, or welcome if it's your first time. Either way, very glad to have you. We are finally getting a tune on this 2014 Sportster XL883 that is somewhat recently mine. Let's go ahead and roll the intro, and I'll talk about everything there is to know, or that you need to know about this setup.
Riding Dad YouTube channel, it's the Riding Dad YouTube channel, it's the Riding Dad YouTube channel, it's the Riding Dad.
Alright, so you guys probably saw the thumbnail. Hopefully you guys know how to read. This is a Powervision 4 from Dynojet on my Lowrider S. If you guys are familiar with the channel or the build, you know that I have a Powervision tuner. That Powervision is the one with the screen. It stays up there. I monitor my engine temperature, my RPM, speedometer, and everything with that screen. I understand you could buy a license, about $100-something, whatever, for that and tune a second bike. Yes, I could do that, but I wanted to try something else. I wanted to try something else for the channel, for my own just kind of awareness and experience with it and stuff. So I've heard really good things about the Dynojet Powervision 4. I went ahead and purchased a Dynojet Powervision 4. I like Dynojet. They have a bunch of stuff. I bought this specifically from Fuel Moto. When you buy a tuner from Fuel Moto, when applicable, they will set it up or give you a pre-mapped tune specific to everything you have on your bike. You have to fill out like a little kind of description thing when you check out, and they will load a tune for you. Yes, I understand. If you guys know who I am, you know I'm a big proponent of getting a professional tune. Yes, I still am. Yes, I could have done it for cheaper. I could have taken this bike to a shop and just got one tune for about the same price, if not a little bit cheaper, than buying this entire unit. However, if you guys are familiar with what I want to do to this Sportster, you guys would know that I do eventually want to do a big bore kit on it, the 1250, probably the Hooligan kit, but I'm also looking at the Hammer Performance one, the Hooligan from S&S. It's literally called the Hooligan if you don't know what it is. Anyway, I am looking between those two. It will be sometime within the next, probably not calendar year, but years worth of time that I do that. In the meantime, I wanted to have a tune because I am planning on riding this a decent amount. I also wanted it to perform somewhat to the best of its ability in its stock form, to see if it was really worth it for me to get that big bore kit instead of put my money elsewhere, or maybe even get a third bike. I know my wife wants to start actually riding again soon, so I'm super excited about that. So probably going to get a bike for her, which will be a whole new element for the channel, which would be awesome. But yeah, so that's why I got this. This does not have auto-tune capabilities like the Dynojet Powervision and some other tuners. However, I think auto-tune is useless. This does not have that. What it does have is the ability for an actual tuner to use the software that pairs with the Dynojet products and actually do a tune, professional tune with this, just like they would be able to use with the Powervision. My understanding, it's a different software. I'm not tuning, so I didn't really pay too much attention to that. However, long term, I can still use this with this bike, and I can obviously benefit from all of the Bluetooth connectivity with the phone as far as monitoring things, troubleshooting codes and stuff like that. So that is why I got this. A lot of you probably don't know. That's one of the big differences between this and the Fuel Pack 3. In its stock form, the base maps are very limited, and if you have a cam or anything more, a base map will not be good. Fuel Moto might be able to hook you up with a base map from them if you buy it from them. I'm not sure. Like I said, this bike does not have a cam. It is stock internals right now, but I believe if you have a cam, you should get a professional tune anyway, but this can be tuned using a professional tuner in their software, and they can use it, and you can still keep on keeping on with this setup. So that's something kind of unique to the Powervision 4 versus other tuners like this, such as like the Vance & Hines Fuel Pack 3 and everything like that. So we're going to go ahead and connect it. Well, that was a little bit rougher than I expected. I wanted to try to hold it, but it was a little bit slippery. This bike is a little bit dirty. I did take it off-road the other day. I wiped it off a little bit just so the seat would be clean. But the side cover, this actually obviously has to plug into your... the words are escaping me. The gray plug. I don't know why I'm being such an idiot with this, but it's your computer plug, the plug that you would plug any code reader or tuner into or anything. You know what? You guys can't see anything from there, so I'll go ahead and move you guys closer, and we'll talk about what we're doing. All right, so in most bikes, your port is going to be on the left side cover. It's on the left side cover for my Lowrider S as well. Easy way to see it is it's going to be gray. Hopefully yours doesn't have a bunch of stupid spray paint on it from your last owner that was potentially a child. We're gonna go ahead and plug in this with the bike being off. It should be a relatively tight fit. This is a computer electronic port. It'll be really cool if I can get my fat fingers in there. There we go. You'll hear it click. You'll see that it's mated. Just push on it, just make sure. And I actually forgot my keys in the house for this bike, so make sure the bike is off. Hold on 1 second. Let me go get my keys. All right, I'm back with my keys. Shout out to the Tucker Speed for the sweet keychain. All right, so you do need to obviously have a phone, and make sure my Bluetooth is turned on here. Get into the DynoJet Powervision app. Oh, it'd be good if you can see it. It's called DynoJet Powervision. So let's let that app load. We'll go ahead and turn on the bike. All right, let me see if I can focus this a little bit better for you guys. Once the bike is on, you'll hit scan. You gotta wait for it to finish scanning before you can select it. There you go. So you select the one that's there, obviously the Powervision 4. It says Bluetooth connected. This should change in a second. And there you'll see when you get a Fuel Moto tune, you have it right there. It says Jamie at fuelmotousa.com shared a tune with you. So we're gonna go ahead. It says unused tokens. You have 1 unclaimed token. That means you have 1 available license to tune. So yes, I'm gonna add that to my account because otherwise I can't do anything with this. It's going to prompt you if there is a firm weight, which most of the times there is. Go ahead and click yes. You're going to make sure your tuner is up to date with the latest firmware. And let's go ahead and come back when this finishes because my internet is still currently down, so I'm running on, probably because my internet sucks right now because I'm running on phone internet, which isn't the greatest where I'm at. Oh, there we go. So let's fast forward through this for a few seconds. All right, there we go. Firmware updated. You can hit continue. Should bring up the main page again. Bluetooth connected. So again, if you are not having a Fuel Moto tune, you're going to just go to tunes and select what they have. It should come up with your VIN, everything like that. Obviously, it should be there. So we're going to hit view. So this is the one for the Sportster 883. It says slip-on exhaust. That's just whatever they do in stage 2. So DynoJet tunes, Sportster 883 exhaust intake, and then there's the shared with me one, I guess. So accept this one. All right, so once you have accepted your one from Fuel Moto, or you just pick whatever one you want from DynoJet, again, this is the one from Fuel Moto, so you're just going to click into it. You'll see exactly what it has, and I'm going to go ahead and click Flash Tune. It says no license. Would you like to lock a tune license to this vehicle? Yes, this is the one we are using. Once you marry it to your VIN, there's kind of no turning back. You can always just buy a new license if you wanted. Right now it says reading ECU, do not turn off key power. I don't know if you can hear it, but the bike is making a lot of weird noises, which is normal. And then I'm just going to leave the stock file name there in case I need to send it back to Fuel Moto. I'm not sure if there's anything that they need in there. So I'm just going to hit OK. Otherwise, you could rename it if you want. It says uploading to DynoJet account. And now it says downloading tune. Ensure your battery is fully charged and do not interrupt power during this process. Yep, OK. Copying file to PV4, which for those of you who, for whatever reason, aren't going to get that stands for the Powervision 4. And we'll go ahead and fast forward a little bit here. All right, bike made a little bit more weird noises, and it says tune written, so we're going to hit continue, and it should be done. Bike is still making weird noises. It's clicking and stuff. So we're going to go home. Should load up again. Once you have continued and you hit the continue button, you flash your tune. If you want to double check, you can go ahead and hit tunes again. Hit tunes again. That's your VIN right there, and it'll say last tune flashed, and it'll have whatever the label of that tune is, the SP883. And me, under my tunes, that's the one from Moto. It's the SP883 right there, and that's the last one flashed. This is the stock one, I believe, because it's got the HD VIN and everything like that. So if you ever want to check, and then you can also read the ECU down there. And then there's all of this stuff. Let's let it load again. There's the data log. You can start the data log if you want, and well, I guess it's got to load again. And diagnostic, and this is where you can see you can read your codes, clear your codes, all of that kind of stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and shut the bike off one more time, give it about 10-20 seconds, and then I'll turn it on, and that'll be good to go. All right, all done. Once it is flashed, you do not have to keep it on the bike. It's a just like the Powervision and even the Fuel Pack 3. Once it's flashed, it's done. It's not like the Thunder Max or anything like that, where it's like it has to be on there constantly. So you could take it off. I actually took mine off just because I have some cable rerouting that I need to do in there and grab some extra length from the wires to be able to situate it. It's really tight under that side cover. So I took it off, but I will be keeping it on long term, mostly because I feel like if I don't have it on, I will lose it somewhere in my garage or my toolbox or something like that. But yeah, like I said, you don't have to keep it on all the time unless you want that real-time feedback and stuff from it. Or if you just want to keep it on because, like me, you think you're going to lose it and it'll be easier to troubleshoot codes and stuff like that. So, but yeah, like I said, I just took mine off temporarily. I'm going to eventually find a space for it in that side cover and call it a day. But it's super easy to do. You can change the tunes. Like I said, it does have a port for computer hookup and stuff for your software if you take it to an actual tuner, which you definitely should. If I'm going to wind up keeping this setup, I'm going to get a different air cleaner. So, but if I keep this setup as far as no aftermarket cams or aftermarket big bore kit or anything like that, I will be taking this to go get an actual professional tune once it's in its final state, just like I actually still have to do for the Lowrider S because I've changed my exhaust a few times since my last tune. So that has to go in. I'll probably just take both of them in at once when this is in its final state as well, because I'm pretty set on the current setup I have on the Lowrider S. It is riding awesome. So go ahead and let me know what you guys think. The Sportster is really chugging along here. We got some other videos coming up, and like I said in one of my other videos, there's a lot of cool stuff coming up with the Lowrider S as well. So if this is not your cup of tea and you're more about the M8 Softails, thank you guys for hanging in there with me. There's a lot of stuff coming up with that still. It's just that this is a new bike to me, so obviously I am hyper fixated on getting everything done with this one as soon as possible. But thank you guys very much for watching and showing support for the channel. That's not the word I was thinking of, but I can't think of it. Make sure you check out all the links in the description, all my coupon codes, affiliate links, everything like that. My Instagram, my TikTok are in there as well. Make sure you're subscribed to the Ridin' Dad YouTube channel, because why wouldn't you be? And make sure you give this video a thumbs up because it really helps me and I appreciate it. It helps the channel, and thank you. And until the next time, guys, ride safe, have fun. Dad out.